Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm P from Optiganally Yours.
And if you really feel that you have to party, at least do it with a
Beyondo Mondo Record Party with Tothar on 91.3 The Summit.
booyah.
You are tuned to the Beyondo Mondo Record Party on 91.3 The Summit, WAPS, and this is Tothar, and hoo-ee baby, what we've got for you tonight. We've got on the line from San Diego, California, we have P. Hicks and Rob Crow from Optiganally Yours. They're going to tell us all about the marvels of their pop combo that incorporates the Optigan, which P will explain further, other than the amazing informational demo that you're listening to right now. But sit tight, and in a little bit you'll hear from Rob and P.
Let's hear some more of the kind of music you could be playing.
Or that one person could be P. Hicks of Optiganally Yours. Say hello to the Beyondo Mondo Record Party listening audience, you guys.
Hi.
Hello.
The first person you heard was P. The second person you heard was Rob.
That is, I am Rob and he is P.
And what is it that you two do exactly?
We just
I play video games and watch television.
Yeah.
But
I don't play video games or watch television very much at all, but I do a lot of moping around in my room.
I don't watch television really either. I just watch movies on television.
Wow, but is that your claim to fame?
Yeah, actually for Rob, it's pretty close to being a claim to fame.
So,
But, you know, once in a while we get together and we are a band called Optiganally Yours, which is basically just us writing songs with some toys.
And tell us, what exactly is the Optigan, and how does it work?
Okay. In the early 70s, Mattel had this idea to extend the concept of the talking doll into a musical instrument that both adults and children could use to learn some very basic fundamentals of making music. And essentially, it became this thing called the Optigan, which is a contraction of optical organ. And the reason why it's optical is because it's sort of like a record player, but it doesn't play vinyl records. It plays these records made out of film. Same thing that like 35 millimeter film is made out of.
Yeah, those squiggly line soundtracks that run along the side of the film.
Exactly. If you've ever seen Fantasia, when the little soundtrack, they have the little bit with the soundtrack, and it's basically this squiggly line. It's the same thing, except on, say, like a movie soundtrack, that soundtrack runs along the edge of the film and it's straight. And with Optigan discs, which are the same size as LP records, that soundtrack is is encoded in concentric rings, so it's circular. And there's 57 rings of soundtrack, which make up what, in modern lingo we would call sampled loops. And these loops represent little drum loops, little bossa nova patterns, and also the actual tones, the organ tones that you'll play on the keyboard. So with an Optigan is basically set up like a home organ. You've got this little auto accompaniment section where you hit chord buttons, and it'll play like a little country bluegrass, pattern, and then with your right hand you play the tune with the keyboard. But all of the sounds are generated by these optically read discs, which are, and the key distinction here between what the Optigan does and what a typical like Lowry organ would do, during the same time period, is that the Optigan's sounds come from actual studio recordings of real musicians, as opposed to like electronically generated, Kraftwerk drums or whatever. So it was a real, even though it was made by a toy company, it was sort of, similar in concept to something like the Mellotron, which, played back real sounds with lengths of tape. It wasn't ever meant to be a professional musical instrument at all. It was basically sort of a gadget, a toy, essentially.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, P's doing all the talking, Rob, but feel free to chime in if you have something to say. Actually,
we can show them that we can do this like Brutus, because we always knew this P. Hicks.
Okay.
And that was Rob's standard line on the Optigan.
Wow.
That's what he usually says when presented with the being real.
He was just Chuck D.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
A lot of people confuse P with Chuck D.
Yeah, Optigan is the CNN of something. I don't know.
It's the CNN of...
Sorry, I couldn't complete that thought the same way that Chuck D would have.
Okay. Well, anyhow, one thing that I wanted to let play is it Mike Ledoux or Ledoux?
Mike Ledoux.
On this demo of Make Your Own Kind of Music.
He's the guy that you hear talking there.
Yeah. He's actually going to talk about the different like libraries of titles of the discs that we'll expose our listeners to. All types and styles.
Is as simple as ABC. In this case, of course, ABC stands for automatic beat counter, an exquisite optical device that makes staying on the beat as simple as ABC. Even if you can't read noted music, the songs have play-by-number guides, and the numbers are right on the keyboard for your phone. The exclusive Optigan music program.
I don't know, P. With all this talk of automatic beat counters, it's I don't know. It's making you seem like a no-talent hack. Do you want to defend yourself?
I am a no-talent hack. Hey, I'll be the first one to admit that. I never said it takes talent to operate an Optigan, So, we just write songs. Rob's the big talent in this group. He's the one that does all the hard work. Why don't you talk about all that hard work you do, Rob?
Well, actually, hold on a second. I want to... He's about to talk about the Polynesian Village disc, which I wanted to spotlight.
Is there a pun there?
Probably.
Now, I guess I was just always impressed that there was sort of like the Martin Denny disc. That, I mean, they weren't kidding that, whatever style of music that you liked, you could play in that style. Was there, and there was the, what was the champagne music sort of Lawrence Welk disc?
Well, this is when they were developing these discs, they very specifically went after certain artists' styles, and a lot of the discs are modeled specifically on certain arrangements by, certain artists. Like, there's a disc called Big Band Beat, which is basically a real distillation of Glenn Miller's arrangement style. And then there's one called Swing It, which is fake Tommy Dorsey, and Champagne Music is fake Lawrence Welk. And, yeah, Polynesian Village is fake Martin Denny. You know, they basically just, you know, had a look at who were the big names in different genres of pop music, and that's what they went for. In fact, they had even planned on doing a pair of Beatles-influenced discs, but they couldn't get the rights to do it.
It required rights?
What was that? Well, actually, when they had the idea of doing the Beatles disc, it was the first time that they had planned on releasing discs that were explicitly tied to a particular artist. So they would have, in other words, they wanted to release a couple of Beatles-influenced discs that came with like a Beatles songbook.
And then they were going to do the Shags and Captain Beefheart.
Yeah, well, and that kind of, you know, they couldn't get the rights to that either, so.
Yeah, those Shags lawyers are brutal.
Yeah, I know,
they're... something important to Tothar's heart. Was there ever any sort of Enoch Light disc?
No, nothing. Well, you got to remember that Enoch Light was more or less. he was basically pretty much aping other people's styles as well. I mean, later on, I mean, but you know, even if they wanted to do like a persuasive percussion disc, it couldn't be done because the whole idea behind those percussion records was, you know,
hi-fi and
high fidelity,
stereo.
and the last thing that you could do with Optigan is try to present it as some sort of bastion of high fidelity. That's definitely not the case. I mean, what you're hearing right here with the demo tape is the best sound quality that could ever have been achieved by the Optigan. It's like the best case scenario. So
Wow.
You're not going to hear much ping pong percussion, you know, because it's mono and AM radio quality. So.
Wow. You know what? We've been doing so much talking, and listen to this demo. We need to hear some Optiganally Yours. Let's hear what you guys did with that aforementioned Polynesian Village disc. Do you guys want to tell us anything about You're in My Heart as a song?
Actually, this is, I think, the first song we ever tried writing together. He was just messing around, and before we had decided to do a band, we were just sitting in this living room I'm in now, and he was messing around, and I was messing around, and I was playing like a riff from Adam and the Ants, what is it? Ranchero or something.
Yeah, Ranchero, I think.
And then, but then we changed it a little bit and decided to make it into a song, and then we made 3 more songs in the next hour, and then we decided that we should record a whole bunch of songs.
Well, after we hear this little ditty, let's hear some more about how you guys write for the Optigan and how you guys collaborate and how you deal with the restrictions that may be placed by just sort of inheriting other people's arrangements. But let's hear You're in My Heart. I think we'd better now.
We're from San Diego.
We're actually hearing the live version.
Hairspray live version.
Yeah. Courtesy of mp3it.com.
Don't worry, I think it's that version of the music.
It's a good one.
No, it ends, but it ends, but
I can't believe what you've done with your hair. I'm impressed. Shiny gold thing. Spanish Flea.
Actually, we'll hear Spanish Flea a little later, but I think it's time for Mr. Wilson. Tothar on the Beyondo Mondo Record Party with Optiganally Yours. Hey there, kids. This is Tothar on the Beyondo Mondo Record Party, 91.3 The Summit, FM Akron, Ohio.
You're in Akron. That's right.
Is there a problem?
No, that's okay.
No.
Better not say my piece about the whole Powerpuff Girls thing.
Might it
I
have
was thinking, if depending on
might it have something to do with a particular Akronite?
No, there's nothing bad to be said about any of the particular Akronites you might be thinking of. They are still held in the highest regard by us.
Wow. Now
let's just say the situation was frustrated primarily by the record label involved.
Oh my.
But anyway, let's talk about some other stuff.
Well, like a lot of people probably have no idea what we're talking about
Good. All right.
Okay. Now, our listeners should know that there's and actually, I think it's a fabulous disc. I think it's actually one of the best discs that came out this year, strangely enough. There's the CD Heroes and Villains, music inspired by the Powerpuff Girls. And I think there's a mighty swell Optiganally Yours track on there called Walk and Chew Gum about the mayor. So at least tell us how you got involved in this project and your connection to the Powerpuff Girls.
Well, he just kind of emailed me and asked me if we wanted to put a song on there, and we said yes.
And who was he?
Craig?
The guy behind the Powerpuff
he's
Girls.
A real swell fella.
The guy who created Craig McCracken, the guy who created the Powerpuff Girls, is a fan of basically everything that Rob does, including Optiganally Yours. And he apparently he likes to, when he's working, he likes to listen to music while he's working, and that helps him create stuff. And we're one of the bands that he listens to while he's creating, the Powerpuff Girls. And so he wanted to put together an album of all the bands that he likes to listen to while he's making the show.
And some mighty fine bands. I think any CD with like a respectable new, Devo or Frank Black track deserves some respect. But yeah, I also rather dug that chewy bubblegum track of Apples in Stereo right before yours. That was a fun one. And that Sugar Plastic number I was also rather fond of.
I like Dressy Bessie's cover of the old Free Design song myself.
Can you get much more hip than a Free Design cover?
I thought they did pretty darn good. And
yes.
Actually, Craig picked that too. He specifically wanted them to do. Who was it? No, it was supposed to be Stereolab doing that song.
Really?
Yeah, but somehow Stereolab bailed out, or I don't know what the story is, but they got Dressy Bessie to do it instead, and I thought they did a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, something I should do before we hear that track is all the weekend programs on this fine station. At least most of them are independently funded and produced specialty shows, and there are people that underwrite this good program. There's a business called K-Light Sign, serving the Akron area since 1990, providing service and installation of all types of electric, fluorescent, and neon signs, as well as parking lot lighting. Their phone number is 253-2988. We've also got CD Warehouse at 5951 Whipple Avenue, across from Belden Village, and they buy and sell new and used CDs and DVDs. They have hours Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, Sunday 12 to 6. We also have Zomboco on the internet at zomboworld.com, and just a tried and true listener named John. Those are people that bring this fine program to the ears of Akron listeners and those who tune this baby in on the internet.
So it's kind of like public radio.
Yes, it is. It's very public radio, although it's not. I don't think there's any sort of like NPR network
right,
tie-in.
no,
but
not hooked into NPR, but it's just
but
an
it is
independent radio.
It is technically public radio, yes.
Cool.
So, anyhow, before we go into Walk and Chew Gum, anything else you want to say about it? Or how were you sort of requested? Hey, you guys, we need a song about the mayor, or
yeah.
We said we'll do whatever you want, and they said we need a song about the mayor. We said, is this okay? And they said sure. So we finished it.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing I want to say about Powerpuff Girls.
Uh-huh.
If anybody actually watches the show, there's an episode where there's a little furry pink pet guy, like a little furry fuzzball guy, and his name is Bebo, and he was named after one of our songs, which is called Bebo.
And which happens to be a Tothar favorite that I have played a few times on this fine program, and we will hear again after Walk and Chew Gum, I think. So let's hear that bad boy.
Sometimes he's just smiling, waving, but inside this is what he's thinking. From the city once in a while, how I know I'd end up in charge of all these people. From the city once in a while, these folks think I know everything. I love the city of Townsville and everyone in it. I wave and smile and walk on by. They might not tell my life is a lie between the evil geniuses and TV cops. Take a Powerpuff Girl to make them stop. Thank goodness for the power puffs, bubbles, blossom, buttercup, make it easy to do my jokes. Can't walk and chew gum and this is balance. Since he's in his Harvard's working, but he's fast asleep on his desk. city once in a while. These folks think I know everything. I love the city of Townsville and everyone in it. I wave and smile and walk on by. They might not tell my life is a lie. Between the evil geniuses and sleeping cops, take a pop of girl to make them stop. Thank goodness for the power of bubble blossom and buttercup. Make it easy to do my joke. Can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Dalla dabba dee babba dilla finger chew. Scabbala bibbala ribbilla hitch no wap a chew. Dingle dangle mingle mangle shingle shangle ingle angle. Tosa tessimo semessa rosa ressa bosa bessa. Dip dap dapple apple pip pap cattle had the big black bug bit the big black bear and made the big black bear bleed. Shooby Taylor go poppy 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 poppy. City once in a while, but how would I know? I'd end up in charge of all these people. Real city once in a while, these folks think I know everything. I love the city of Townsville and everyone in it. I wave and smile and walk on by. They might not tell my life is a lie. Between the evil geniuses and sleeping cops, and take a pop of girl to make them stop. Thank goodness for the power of bubbles, blossom and buttercup. Make it easy to do my job. Can't wait you at the same time.
extravaganza. We just heard Bebo from the first amazing album, Spotlight on Optiganally Yours, which may be one of the finest achievements of modern man. Almost as
Except for the
good.
fact that Rob's not a man, he's a monkey.
Go
Oh, yeah?
again.
I'm
What?
not a monkey.
Make a monkey out of you.
George Burns.
Monkey see, monkey do. Burn. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So how do you guys sort of work in your kind of Lennon-McCartney mode of songwriting here?
Oh, that's a bad parallel to make, but
Yeah, we just watch home movies of Lennon and McCartney writing songs, and then we just follow whatever their hands were doing on whatever instrument that we put in front of ourselves.
No,
and then we write a song out.
It's pretty segregated because Rob and I have completely different ways of working. So I come up with some Optigan ideas, and I play them for Rob, and he tells me which ones he likes, and then I finish those ones, and then he comes in and does all the vocals and guitar and stuff, and then I usually come in and do like the keyboard parts after that. But we
usually work on the structure together.
Yeah, it's like most of like the chord structure, usually like the chord structures and the basic overall structure of the song is sort of my responsibility, and then Rob's responsibility is coming up with a tune and lyrics and vocal parts, and so, you know, it's more or less. I wouldn't say it's quite 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's pretty 50-50 when you count the mixing down and the...
Yeah, and then I do all the sort of production angle of things. I do all the mixing and blah, blah, blah.
I always thought of it as equal.
It's pretty much equal, I guess.
But Rob is pretty much the lyric monkey.
Yeah, he writes
I almost
all
said
the
lyric
lyrics
man, but I caught myself.
He comes up with all the melodic stuff.
Wow. You know, something that we didn't get to talk about, I was actually poking around at www.optigan.com last night, where, by the way...
That's Optigan.
Yes.
For those who are keeping score.
As in optical organ.
Yeah.
And I finally got that Mr. Wilson video to download, which I was never able to successfully do before for whatever reason. It's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, it was filmed at a porno studio by Dave Sheridan. If you saw the movie, Scary Movie, Dave Sheridan, the guy that played the retarded guy in Scary Movie, was the guy who directed that video.
He's also the guy that used to do that show Buzzkill on MTV, which is pretty cool.
But it wasn't as good as the stuff he did on his own, which is the tapes that he made, where it's sort of like prank calls except in real life.
It's brilliant stuff, and I was really excited to get to work with that guy.
Wow. So
he made that video.
So did the record label fund that?
Yeah, Cargo paid for it.
No, we split it, I thought.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, we didn't have to front any cash, but half of the cost came out of our advance royalty, basically.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And then I don't think anybody ever got a copy of it.
No, actually, I've heard that Cargo finally did send it around, and I got emails from people that saw it on independent music video shows on public access TV and stuff, which is pretty cool. I don't know.
Well,
But you can see it on the internet.
Cool.
Yeah, one of the things that was sort of disturbing, I thought, was the whole sort of Captain and Tennille shtick.
That was all, just about everything about the video, except for the fact that I wanted to be Ron Mayle.
I was wondering about that mustache, actually.
Yeah.
That...
Yeah, well, because we did that video right after I had gotten a bootleg tape of all these old Sparks TV appearances from the 70s.
I'm envious.
And both of us were just kind of mesmerized by all this great footage of Ron Mayle.
Well, the masks were all this guy Matt Lorenz is doing.
Yeah.
That's one of the things.
But for the most part, the whole concept of the video was Dave Sheridan. He's just this kind of crazy guy that says, "Okay, I got this great idea. You guys are going to have what is it called? A two-legged race? What was that race called?
Yeah, those
three-legged race.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just had all these ideas about us being Captain and Tennille, and then he had his friends do this fake Shields and Yarnell thing, It was just, you know, a big... Oh, and the gold curtains behind us are actual curtains from solid gold.
Wow.
And the...
From a private collection?
I don't know where he got them, but the... and the cameras that they used for that section with all that kind of like 70s look were the actual cameras that were used to film those flashback parts in Spinal Tap where they do Listen to the Flower People.
Wow.
Those are the actual cameras that were used to film that segment. So that's our connection to Spinal Tap. So.
That was a story worth telling. But let's hear a little bit of the song "Or" from your follow-up. Optiganally Yours presents exclusively Talent Maker. So let's hear that little wonder here.
It's a song.
Yeah.
You got to have the visuals on this with the way we do it live.
And how do you do it live?
Rob Hagman or.
Shines of
91.3 The Summit is independently produced and funded. Contributions from listeners like you help to pay the cost of keeping this program on the air each week. Views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the program hosts and not necessarily those of the Akron Public Schools or 91.3 The Summit.
I love the internet. You know why? I'll tell you why. I like websites. I like email. I like the clicky sound the keyboard makes. Good sound. I like to log on, read the news, check the weather, shop, look at pictures, download maps, meet new people. I just wish I had more reasons to get on the internet.
I'll give you one. Men must register with Selective Service within 30 days of their 18th birthday. That qualifies you for student loans, government jobs, and training. You can register online at www.sss.gov, or you can register at the post office.
I'm going to register right now at www.sss.gov. Hey, why is it www, not ABC or XYZ or PDQ?
Tattoos for babies.
I want one.
Tattoos for babies. Tattoos for babies by Lumpy. What's that going? Big Chief Truck, chop, chop, chop. Here it comes, the Big Chief Truck, chop, chop, chop.
Who's that knocking?
Oh, it's Big Chief Truck.
Big Chief Track by Lumpy.
All right. All right. There was a little Spanish flea, a record from me that ain't me. He didn't sing the Beatles, that's true, it's in the TV. When a little Spanish flea went so he hid, inside a doggy from Madrid. We're running here in the city, so singing a sweet harmony. When a little Spanish flea, he walked around as if he owned the town, humming his fantastic melody with his guitar. And maybe he was tired of the two bumps and no brother me. The mellow one team met a man who said I'll help you if I can. Using the first three songs they sing along, you see. He loved the little Spanish flea. You'll be the rage, I'll put you on the stage against a light you never worn. We'll have a blast, maybe this was your chance to someone once a Spanish star was born. But when the people heard him play, they began to shout ole. Ole was the pride of the nation, a sweet sensation was he. And just a little Spanish flea. Optiganally yours and we out.
One scary night, he appeared to me while I was in my bed. It's the Poodle Man. Poodle Man, Poodle Man. What do you want? What have you come here for? That's not important. That I tell to you. I just want to know, where are the shears? Poodle Man, Poodle Man, what is your intention? What does this mean? I am the Poodle Man with the glass face Phoebe, cut on the top and sides, long in the back. I am the Poodle Man with the glass face Phoebe, 2 bottles of Jerry Curl and a crimping iron. No, Mr. Poodle Man, don't you dare come near me. I don't want to look like the vampire in Brooklyn. Stay away, Poodle Man, get the hell away from me. If I wanted hockey hair, I'd learn to play the game. That's all I remembered. special. Shine like gold, go cat go. Run the wheels and straight the company, Johnny. Gold. Shine like gold, it's no more special. Shine like gold, go cat go. Your real name's Johnny LaPadula, Johnny.
You are with Tothar on the Beyondo Mondo Record Party on 91.3 The Summit with Optiganally Yours. What do we listen to? We're listening to Johnny Largo himself on the Optigan performing Frosty the Snowman, and shortly I think we'll hear Winter Wonderland. Tell us about Johnny.
Johnny Largo was the official Optigan guy for, he was the guy that went around and played the Optigan for all the bewildered masses at trade shows and things like that. And he was a champion accordion player. And they put out two promo recordings of Optigan stuff, which is the thing you started the show off with, that, you know, the demo where there was the narration and everything. That was one tape they put out, but they also put out a Christmas tape, which was all Christmas music. And I put both of those promo things on a CD, which can be purchased at Optigan.com.
And how do you spell that?
Optigan.com. And
don't you have
and
T-shirts?
We found Johnny. Johnny's still around, still alive and kicking, and he's a great guy. Yeah. Same with Mike Ledoux, by the way. I'm good friends with him as well.
Hey, is this your Earl Grey tea, the covered tea?
What was that? No, it's probably Noah's, but you can have some.
Thank you.
Rob's in the kitchen.
Is he
Double
like
bergamot Earl Grey tea. I'm all over it.
Now, okay, I've got that Midori 2 tree queued up. Tell us about what is this? What are we listening to or about to listen to here?
What?
That
Midori 2 tree.
Well, it was originally written as something that was going to be on a Japanese-only comp, I think, was it?
Yeah.
And I had a particular, like, email acquaintance, and that was part of her email address. So that's what we called it. And the lyrics are kind of about, actually, I don't usually tell people what my lyrics are about because I like when they figure it out themselves, but this one's about this George Romero film called Martin that was came out in 77.
And I thought it was really kind of funny because after Rob wrote that, I informed him that one of his least favorite bands, one of my favorite bands, one of Rob's least favorite bands, Soft Cell, also wrote a song about the movie Martin by George Romero. But our song about Martin is better than theirs.
that's the attitude to have.
Yeah. No, it is, because it wasn't a very good song that they wrote, and I thought that Rob did it much better justice.
Okay, well, here we go with Midori 2 Tree, an Optiganally Yours non-LP special here on the Beyondo Mondo Record Party. Oh, you lucky people. Tuned into Tothar on the Beyondo Mondo Record Party 91.3 The Summit. And you're in Akron, Ohio, and these guys are in San Diego, California. They are Optiganally Yours. Say hello to our friendly listeners.
Hello.
Oh, why, thank you. So next we're going to play something from your latest wonder, the song Geppetto. And actually, I've got it playing now. Should we just let it play, or do you want to talk about it? The song is sort of like the light, fun flip side of like I Am a Rock. It's like if I'm a rock, we're actually sort of a celebratory, fun song of being happy. Just
mean if I Am a Rock was a good song.
No, we're talking about Geppetto here. Simon and Garfunkel. I had the 45.
He's in my kitchen.
I think we'll go out with Nighters. I love those kind of shoegazery type numbers in your albums, and that is one of my favorites. So I think since we're approaching midnight here, that we'll just lull all of our listeners off with this lovely. I mean, this really is a gorgeous track, guys. Yeah, we are. We got everything you said about Paul Simon.
Oh, that's okay. I stand by my word. And, anything bad about Paul Simon?
No. But
is Paul Simon from Akron?
No.
Okay,
but anyway, we're running out of time, but this has been an amazing Beyondo Mondo